For the longest time, I thought that being feminine meant wearing pink, acting like a kid, and dressing in flowy dresses. Turns out, I was wrong. Every person already has masculine and feminine energies inside of them, and the balance of both makes you unstoppable. But unfortunately, when you grow up in surroundings or when you grow up thinking that you always have to take care of yourself, you get into this provider mindset that turns on your masculine energy. And you wound your feminine just to get into this hyper masculine energy. In this video, I will help you understand what it looks like to tap into your feminine energy and also how it benefits you. But first, let's understand what a wounded feminine looks like. Like I mentioned in the beginning, having a feminine energy is more than just wearing florals and wearing pink. However, these colors can actually help you understand if you have a wounded femme. By the way, here on I'm gonna refer to feminine energy as femme. So tell me, what do you think of orange? What about green? Or what about blue? Chances are that you think that they're just colors. They're neutral, they're either pretty or they're not, but they're just colors, right? However, growing up, if somebody asked me what I thought of pink, I would straight up lash out. And the reason is that for a lot of us, growing up, being girly was always mocked. Oh, look at her, she runs like a girl. Oh, look at her doing makeup. She probably only likes Barbie movies, and so on. And over time, I learned that if I wanted to be respected and I wanted to make friends, I had to steer clear of everything that made me look girly. I like black, I hate pink, I love metal. Taylor who? Oh, and by the way, if you ask me now, Barbie was the OG. Okay, Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses was actually my favorite movie of all time. So this is actually a really good place to start when you start to figure out if you have a wounded feminine energy. I'm not saying you have to love pink or you have to love flowy dresses, but if you don't have a wounded femme, you wouldn't try so hard to make sure that everybody knows that you hate these things. You won't feel so much pride in telling people that you don't like makeup or you don't do makeup. You won't be so quick to put down other girls who like heels, who like girly stuff, because you're not trying to prove anything to anybody. And in my experience, you generally tend to end up liking flowy stuff, you like colorful stuff when you're secure and happy in your femininity. Now that you've seen what a child's wounded femme starts to look like, let's see what it looks like as an adult, as you grow up. It looks like hyper independence. It looks like shutting up your intuition and getting really uncomfortable when things aren't in your control. It looks like wanting others to do things exactly the way you have always done them, exactly the way you do them, even when they're just trying to help you, when they're just doing you a favor. And again, this is a way to ensure that you don't lose control. Things are happening the way you want them to happen. It also looks like not being able to receive, and by receive I mean even simple things like compliments. It looks like not being able to let someone take care of you, not let somebody pay for you. And it looks like suppressing your emotions just to appear strong. It also looks like getting mad at someone who's just trying to help you because you associate being a woman with being helpless. You automatically assume that just because people are trying to help you, they are looking at you, they are perceiving you as a damsel in distress. And so you fight it through hyper independence. But tell me one thing, if you were so secure about yourself and that you're not helpless, why would you ever in the right mind turn down help from somebody? Let me give you a personal example to help you understand this a little bit more. When I was in gym and back when I had a wounded feminine energy, I used to ego lift. Because I wanted everybody to know that I could lift heavy. I wouldn't even ask anybody to help me with the weights when I was clearly struggling, and I actually threw my back out because of that a lot of times. Again, I didn't ask them for help because I did not want anybody to think that I was weak just because I was a woman. Now, I can still lift heavy, of course, but I listen to my energy. If I have some days where I feel like I'm low on energy, I am perfectly fine lifting absolutely the bare minimum weight. And I'll often ask somebody to help me re-rack because I am trying to save up energy so that I can perform at my full capacity, so that I can perform at my best. And if you really think about it, when I was trying to prove that I was strong, I was actually in my own way. I was hurting my progress by draining myself, by actually putting myself in a position where I was more prone to injuries. But now that I'm secure in it, I really don't mind asking for help because that for me is taking care of myself. I don't mind what it looks like to anybody. I don't care if the other girls at the gym think that I'm trying to act girly. early because all I'm trying to do is take care of myself because I know that I'm not helpless. So I'm not trying to prove that to anybody. It is like the classic example of if somebody mocks you for having blue hair when you don't have blue hair. Would you be offended? No. The only time you'll be offended is if you actually have blue hair, right? So similarly, the only time you'll be offended or you'll try to prove that you're strong is when your internal beliefs actually are that you're not. Or when you truly believe that you're powerful, you will not try so hard to prove to the world that you are. You will actually be okay getting help, asking for help. If you still don't know if you have a wounded feminine, I will drop down some shadow work prompts for you to answer to figure that out. Now that we know that you have a wounded feminine, how do we heal it? First step is always awareness, so I really hope that by now you've done the work, you've answered your shadow work prompts, and you know what parts you need help with. Next is to start releasing these blocks. And how do you do that? You start by releasing emotions. If you're upset, cry. And I understand that sometimes we are so used to holding these emotions in that you physically cannot cry with people around. So that's okay. You don't have to show the world that you're sad. Just go somewhere where you feel safe, go into your room and cry your heart out. If you still cannot cry, just put your head into a pillow and shout as loud as you can. You can also use movements of your body, which is called somatic therapy, to release emotions. Speaking of moving your body, you need to start slowing down and start practicing these soft movements. And by slowing down, I mean don't rush into things. Don't eat too quickly. Take your time with it. Don't just do your skincare to finish it. Don't just do your makeup to finish it. Take your sweet time with it. Do every single movement with intention. As for movements, it might look funny in the moment, but I promise you, doing these movements, soft movements like ballet or like shaking your hips help so much because actually a lot of emotions get stored in your hips, and doing this can help you release these emotions. Start doing breath work to reconnect with your body and learn how to slow down. You can find a lot of guided breathwork meditations on YouTube, or if you don't want to go through all that, you can just start with a very basic breathing technique. You breathe in for 3 counts through your tummy, and then you hold it for 3 counts and breathe out for 4. Then you breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and release for 5, and so on, as long as you can do it comfortably. Just make sure that you are present with your breath, that you can actually feel your breath through your nostrils, you can feel your lungs expanding, and all of that good stuff. Next, find a creative outlet. There's nothing more feminine than actually having your emotions pass through you through creativity, through creative outlets. It can be as simple as painting on mugs, or it can be making bowls out of clay. Whatever works for you. Start accepting compliments and stop saying no you. Stop dodging compliments. Stop saying no, it's not me, it's you. Stop complimenting back to compliments. There's nothing wrong with complimenting the other person, but you need to first accept the compliment. You need to first say thank you. It is as simple as saying thank you. You do not look arrogant when you say thank you, because this actually teaches you how to receive, how to be comfortable receiving. Leave spaces within your day where you let your energy guide you. Don't put any task, any chore at all within that time frame, but you're also not allowed to doom scroll or watch Netflix during that time. Instead, you have to listen to your energy and let it guide you. Let your energy decide if you want to stay in and do something at home, draw at home, sing at home, or if you want to go outside for a run, you want to go outside to meet some friends. Let your energy decide. Because these blank spaces, even if all you do is look at the sky or all you do is sip on some coffee and read a book, these help you get in a state where you let yourself rest without guilt. It helps you reconnect with your intuition because you are spending time with just yourself. And this is also where solo dates come in, because you're not supposed to do anything except just be with yourself and reconnect with yourself. And reconnecting with yourself, especially when you have a strong feminine energy, is literally God level intuition. Okay, it is God level intuition, but you need to tap into it, and for that you need some blank spaces within your day, because it is something that you'll have to practice since you've been so disconnected with yourself for all these years. Next, keep fresh flowers and colorful things in your room. I don't know why this works, but there's something about a pretty scented candle and a nice flower vase on your nightstand that really lifts up the mood, and it makes me feel like I can just let go and life is perfect, life is beautiful, and I can just exist. Next, and this one's pretty obvious and yet a lot of women skip this: invest in female friendships. I know, as sometimes often actually, we are raised with this idea that all the other women are competition and there's only place for one of us at the top, and somehow getting attention from men proves how worthy we are. But I'm here to tell you that healthy female friendships do exist. And as someone with many incredible girlfriends, I can promise you it is the most healing thing you can do for yourself. It's not only healing for your soul, but also for your feminine energy. Because just think about it, there's nothing wrong with having guy friends, but if you don't have female friendships at all, you are so disconnected with all things that make you happy that are also connected with your femininity. You will not talk about makeup with these guys, you will not talk about emotions with these guys, and chances are that you will get mocked if you do that. So invest some time in female friendships and I promise you it is incredible. Next, start working according to your cycle. The masculine energy inside of you, it tells you to have structure, it tells you to take action, and that is important too. But when you create these structures that actually align with your energy levels, and when you stop forcing yourself to create these outcomes, when you don't force your productivity, because that is a very masculine energy thing to do, to force yourself and force outcomes and force productivity, and instead you practice letting go while still creating systems that respect your energy, that respect your boundaries, and also helps you achieve goals by creating different systems for different days and on different energy levels. That's when you actually combine the power of surrender of the feminine and the power of action taking and goal setting of the masculine and achieve your goals effortlessly. Stop hustling just because it is so heavily promoted. You can have financial independence without working 20 hours a day. You can have a very successful love life without always trying to change your partner or controlling him. And you are still strong even when you ask for help, even when you let others take care of you. When you first start doing these things, it will feel uneasy because that is what you've learned over the years. You've learned that you literally need to stay in your masculine to survive. So it's gonna take some time to let your brain catch up to this new reality where you can surrender, where you can let go, and still things come to you effortlessly. Things flow to you effortlessly because you trust that they will. It takes some time to finally understand that things can get done with detachment, with surrender, and with ease, where you get to exist without guilt and you get to love your life without controlling the outcomes. If you need more help easing into this, here are some affirmations for you that you can say out loud every single night before going to bed and every single morning as soon as you wake up. Because these affirmations, saying this over and over again, especially when you're in this hazy state of consciousness, it'll help your brain catch up faster and it will help you get familiar not only with this new energy but also with this new feeling. A great place to start is actually taking care of yourself and having self-care days, which not only focus on the external self-care but also focus on fulfilling you at your very core. If you want to know how to do that, you should watch this video next. It is practical, it is easy, and it is incredibly effective. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another video from me. And also comment down below which of these steps will you be taking first. Let's connect with more people like us and grow together and heal together. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!